something a little different this week. My son Cooper, who's learning how to play guitar, wanted me to do a video on Jesus of Suburbia. The song is like 9 minutes long. There's like 4 or 5, 6 different sections to it. So we're going to do one section at a time. And we're starting off with this one. Okay. So let me talk about gear for a little bit. So if you want to get that sound like the record, he's playing a Les Paul, either a single cutaway like a Junior or a double cutaway, and he's using P90s, P90 pickups, that single coil that Gibson uses on theirs. I don't have that on a Les Paul. I've got humbuckers. So what I have found is if you can dial if you've got humbuckers, you want to put it to your bridge, and you want to dial that volume back to about 5 or 6, and that'll kind of get it close enough. It's too much if you have it dimed up there with your humbucker. It's not going to get you the sound that you want. So bring it back to about 5 and 6 if you've got a humbucker. If you've got a single coil, crank it all up. You want to have some distortion on there, so dial that in to taste, to what sounds right to you. Okay, so let's talk about this section. So there's really only 4 chords on this whole section, and like pretty much all Green Day songs, they're all power chords. You might have a little bit of bleed over in full sets of strings every once in a while, and I'll show you where that happens in this song. But if you just want to do power chords the whole time, it'll sound great. It'll sound just like it. Okay, so the song is in C sharp. So the 4 chords that make up almost the entirety of this whole section are C sharp, which is A string, 4th fret, and D string, 6th fret. And if you want to put your pinky also on the G string, 6th fret, you can make that a 3-note chord. So either do it pure power chord with just the 2, or you can add the 3rd one on there. Alright, so that's the first chord. Second chord you want to know is a B flat minor. So this is now going to be a power chord. The next 3 are going to be power chords built off of the E strings. So it's 6th fret and 8th fret. And 8th fret again if you want to do it on your D string. Right? So the first one was. Next one is. Right? The 3rd chord is the exact same shape as that one that we just did. You just slide it down to the 2nd fret. So you're going to be skipping frets in groups of 2s. So go down to the 2nd fret, and then you're going to climb up 2 frets. So those are the 4 chords that make up this entire first section, with one exception when we get to the very end, which we'll talk about that. Okay. So the first part, the first progression is you start with your C minor, C sharp minor, sorry, and you're going to hit it rhythmically along with the drums. Downstrokes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you go repeat it on your 6th fret, your B flat minor. Right? Then the drums kick in. You're sliding down to the 2nd fret. Now, you can do it, your picking hand, you can go dun, 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 all downward motions, but it's probably easier if you go down, up, down, up. And I've seen them play it both ways live. So down, up, and down, up, when you come up to the 4th fret. So the 3rd chord is. just going to repeat those last two chords for the last part of that section. One thing that Billy does a lot of, the guitar player, is when he's moving from chord to chord on the same string, he just picks his finger up, slides up, and lands where he's going to go. And he keeps picking with his hand. So you hear that open string. So instead of going, you might go. Something like that. And the notes may work, they may not work, but it doesn't matter because Green Day has that punk vibe to them, and it's all good. It's more, you more want to make sure you get that tough sound. So one more time, let's run it through. C sharp, B flat minor, 2nd fret, 4th fret, goes to the third little part, which is we're going to do 3 of those 4 chords. We're going to do the C sharp chord, the G sharp chord, and the F sharp chord. So we'll do them in that order at this tempo. And that through twice. So then the whole section repeats again. So it's exactly the same. Now we're going to get towards the end, and here's where we're going to have one more chord, the 5th chord. And it's just a same power chord, but you're down on F on the 1st fret. We're going to introduce that in just a minute. Okay. So on the last section, before this part 1 of Jesus of Suburbia ends, you're going to start it off like you were. Second one, you're going to change it up. You're going to start off at C sharp. Now you're going to go down to your 5th chord, which is that F on the 1st fret. So it's the same pattern as we did up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're doing it down here. And we're going to come back to that chord on the 6th fret. Down 2, and down 2 again, back up to 4, and end it on C sharp, which is the beginning of the next section, which we'll do part 2 on the next video in this series, okay? So that last section again goes like this. You're out. Okay, here's me running through the whole thing with the backing track so you can see the whole thing. thanks for joining, everybody. That's Jesus of Suburbia, part 1 of the series. We'll do a breakdown like this of all the parts of the song. Cooper, practice this. And everybody else, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what else you'd like to hear me break down. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe and like and share with your friends. All right, until next time, thanks everybody.